This Captain Marvel figure is worth the purchase, and I think so, honestly. If you like the character, it's a pretty good representation of how she looked in the movie. It is a solid figure nonetheless. I do like it. It does have some things I don't like. We'll go over that. Before we get into anything, though, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, hit the bell so you know when I upload. I really want to get this page to 10K followers, hopefully before the end of the year. My growth is pretty much going right now, so it's pretty good. The shorts are helping, but shorts don't pay enough, so I have to do this long form content. I prefer short form content, but the shorts don't pay. You get like my one of my shorts got like 40,000 views and I only made like 12 cents off of it, so it's pretty terrible. But back to the long form content for I'm gonna just do reviews and stuff and tutorials and stuff like that. Is this figure worth it? I think so. It's a really solid figure, really solid representation. One of my gripes you see right here, if you hear a bunch of banging, they're working on the roof where I live, so it's gonna be kind of loud. One of my gripes is this floating cod piece. Let me zoom in. This floating, I said cod. This floating skirt piece. It's annoying. I really wish it was soft plastic, a softer plastic. It's pretty soft, but it's not. It's not as soft as it like a rubber, I think, because I want to glue it down. I would love to glue this down so I could just get the articulation. But if I glue this down, I mean, I probably could. It just won't go all the way up. I might. We'll see. But that's one of my gripes. I do have a loose elbow. It's another gripe. I don't know if everybody's just like that. I haven't seen too many reviews or anybody post about this figure, so I'm not too sure on like the full QC of it. But as far as mine goes, I have a loose elbow, and then the hips. Another big gripe of mine are these hips. That's about as far out as they go. Any further and they pop off. So I mean, that's not bad. That's good that they pop off. Good that they pop off, then you know they won't break if you go too far. And I say this is a good representation of the character from the movie because it looks just like the character, and it'll do all the poses she did. She doesn't do acrobatic stuff, like she doesn't do the splits or anything, so that's really not a function this toy needs. It would be nice though, but it's not like that nonetheless. Going over articulation, the head will get in any. I don't want to keep zooming in because it gets kind of fuzzy, but the head will go any direction you need it to go. It's pretty dynamic like that. That's one thing I like about Mafex. Some of them is the neck will go wherever you need it to go. The shoulders are on a butterfly joint. It's pretty much just a ball peg. It's pretty much just a ball. Ooh, that popped off. It's pretty much just a ball peg in there, but it gets all the range you would need. And here's the cover, the arm cover for it. I think it might be upside down. You can actually see on the inside too. It's pretty hindered. It only goes up to a certain point and then it stops. This thing keeps popping out. Let me just pop the arm back on. There we go. But yeah, the arm, it's only gonna. But yeah, the arm only goes up that high. That's about as far. That's about as far as up. That's about as far up as it'll go. Double bend on the elbow is pretty good. Besides mine being loose, it is a pretty good bend. Way more than 90. The wrist is your standard Mafex wrist. It'll go up and down and do. I thought I broke it. Wow. It'll do all the Mafex things you need it to do. Upper torso is a pretty good range. I'm holding the lower one. Upper is pretty good range. It does go all the way around. The lower does the same. And get some pretty good action out of the character, out of the toy. Pretty good forward. Not as good forward, but it goes back far enough because of flying poses and whatnot. And then this thing floats, like I said. Hips go up that far. Double bend at the knee. The hips go out that far. There is a drop down as well. I forgot to mention that. But drop down and get you up higher out that way. Double knee, and then the ankle, that's about far down as you get. That's as far up, and then you get the toe joint and also the rocker. It's kind of hindered by the sculpt, but it's there. But yeah, I really do like this. I don't have the other MCU Mafex figures to do a height comparison, but I do have some other stuff. I have Cosmic Thor here. Here she is with, or is it Herald Thor, not Cosmic, but here she is with Herald Thor. Mafex Iron Man. I know I'm reaching across the camera. That's terrible. But here's Mafex Iron Man, the newest one. Mafex Iron Man for scale. Here's the HasLab Morgue figure for scale. And I think that's about it. Well, I could do with McFarlane too. Here's Spawn. Here she is next to Spawn. size comparisons. But yeah, I think the figure's worth it if you like the character. I happen to like the character. I don't get the hate. I don't get the hate the character gets from the movies. But yeah, if you like it, buy it. If you don't, then don't. It is a solid figure though. It is a solid figure though. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.